Hello everybody, Terrence Popp here with another episode from the Lair. Alright, where'd we leave off? Oh, that's right. Okay, we left off at a couple of medical things down in 9th ID when I was at MFO in I believe it was 87. Okay, here's another one. So, I worked as a lifeguard, Herb's Beach, and I think it was my second rotation. You can walk up and down the beach because it's outside the wire of the actual camp. And you can go kind of a good ways. And Nama Bay was right up the, harbor. Nama Bay. Oh, fuck, that's a funny story. But at one point you can actually jump down, or you can look down, and it's a good distance. And the reef is really close, so you can actually jump out and actually get to the deep water. Because the way it worked is the reef went out, and then it went down like 400 to 600 feet into the abyss. Now that's the Red Sea, so the water is really clear when you're up above 30 feet, but when you get deeper, fuck that. So I'm walking my buddy Phipps, and he looks over there, and he goes, "Hey, you want to jump off?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had my shoes on, I was wearing a t-shirt, shorts, we're just walking around, fucking around." He goes, "You don't have a hair on your ass if you don't jump off that cliff." And I look and I go, I can do that. I walk back maybe 30 yards, get a full head of steam. I'm sprinting. I jump off. And I did not gauge this properly because you can see, the reef when you look down. But when I'm actually traversing it, I never looked at it from the side, but it kind of went out and in like a titty. So I'm coming down, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking make it, and I'm gonna hit my ass on that fucking titty and then fall hover into the fucking water, which is only like, 4 or 5 feet deep if I don't make it outside the reef. So I had to basically do a 180 and turn. I missed the rocks. I come down and I am right there at the edge of the reef. I mean, I'm like a cunt hair away. And I come through the water. My feet hit the reef, and the shockwave goes through my heels all the way up and stuns me. Boom. Apparently I blacked out. I don't know what the fuck happened, but, I wake up and I'm like, I'm seriously deep. I'm looking up like, fuck, I'm 30, 40 fucking feet down. I'm a good swimmer. I've been swimming like a fish since I was like 4 or 5. I make it back up to the top, a little dizzy, I walk back along the reef and I get back on the trail and I make it up there, and he goes, my buddy's like, "Pop, man, I was just fucking with you. I didn't think you'd really do it." I'm like, well, why not? Fuck that. I mean, yeah, you're 20 years old, you're indestructible. Okay, second one, again, this happened, we're working as lifeguards. I don't remember if it's the second or third rotation. But it's the Red Sea. Now, this is kind of a weird phenomena. I eat breakfast, I go out, I open up the beach, we open at like 9, water's clear, great day. I mean, it was not even that hot out. And like right around 11 o'clock, 11:30, I just, out of the blue, I didn't even see it coming, but hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands upon thousands of jellyfish started washing up on the fucking beach. I mean, it was fucking insane. We were actually raking them into piles so people could walk to and from the water. And, most people came down to the beach after lunch-ish, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and usually it picked up, and it was really thick between 3 and 4 just before chow. So I'm standing down there, and, everybody's like, "What the fuck, that's gross," and they're fucking with the jellyfish, right? 9 times out of 10, if a soldier gets fucked up from flora and fauna, he was fucking with it. Just like when I got fucked up by the flora and fauna, people walk down and Pop, what happened? Did you get bit? Were you fucking with it? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what are you gonna do? So, I don't know who started it, but some guy reaches down and picks up this fucking jellyfish. And it's stinging his hand. He's like, "Oh, it's stinging me." What is his first reaction? To fucking cock back and whip it at his buddy's back at full fucking steam. What does the jellyfish do? It bursts like a water balloon. And he's fucking doing I'm getting stung, oh my God. And what's his first reaction instead of washing and, going into the water to wash the fucking stinging cells off, pick up some jellyfish and blast his buddy right back. So now you got maybe about 100 to 120 fucking soldiers, all between 18 and 25, hurling thousands of goddamn jellyfish at each other. I mean, it's fucking crazy. And they're even throwing them at me. And I get down off the fucking thing, the 2-story fucking observation platform, and this dude cocks back to throw it at me. I'm like, don't throw it! And he throws it, and the jellyfish hits my fingers, rips open, and then the guts go in my mouth and down my fucking neck. I'm getting stung. It's in my fucking mouth. I'm like, God damn it. I have to run in the goddamn fucking lifeguard shed. There's a big 1-gallon jug of white vinegar, because that stops the stinging, and I'm gargling it out. People are fucking going crazy. The whole fight lasted 10 minutes, 15 tops. And we had to shut the goddamn beach down because everybody had to go up on fucking sick call because a couple of dudes that were down there were having some anaphylactic reactions and we were seriously getting fucked up. So once these two guys start doing the kick and chicken, there's this wave of panic that goes over everyone. Well, maybe these are really toxic and they're worse than just regular stinger jellyfish. Everybody's like, oh my God. They all go up to sick call. And I got to go up there and I got to fucking explain what the fuck happened. You're 20 years old. I was a private first class. Nobody gave a fuck what I had to say. And any opinion I had was disregarded anyway. So they're like, Pop, what happened? I'm like, yeah, they started throwing jellyfish. Did you tell them to stop? Yeah, and then they threw one in my mouth. And then I was pretty much helpless after that. I'm like, okay, well, these things happen. And they gave the guys who were reacting the shots, and then they fucking scrubbed everyone down with vinegar, and it was fine. It was no big deal. But, looking back on it, it was hilarious as fuck. But, being an old man like I am now, I really don't think I would have been able to shrug off getting fucking a jellyfish burst on me and going in my mouth and shit without getting some serious medical intervention. Like I said, you're 20 fucking years old, you're indestructible. All right, the final part of this one story is this. Okay, I think we're coming off sector. It's the second rotation. And you go out there, you get your rucksack, and maybe a little small bag, that's it. And they drop you off by Huey helicopter, you and your team. Or squad if you're in a big OP. We just had a team. So, I pack everything up, we get back on the bird, we take off. Now, the way the Hueys work, it's not like in the fucking movies where people have, random conversations and you can understand what people fucking say. That doesn't fucking happen on any goddamn military aircraft. You want to hear what somebody has to say, you got to put your face right here and yell at pretty much 70% of your volume like, what the fuck is going on? And you listen for him to yell in your ear because it's so goddamn loud. So we're maybe 25 minutes into the flight. We're going over the sand dunes. What do you do when you're a grunt and it's hot and there's nothing interesting going on? You drone out. So I have my weapon turned upside down and my helmet on the butt, I'm just kind of and all of a sudden we land. It wasn't a planned landing. Nobody told me. Of course, I can't hear what's going on because you have the pilots, the crew chief, and only one guy who was our squad leader had the headphones on, so he's the only one that knew what happened. So we land, everyone fucking freaks out. The pilots are grabbing all kinds of shit. Engine's still running. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, So we do our SOP evasion. We run out at a 90-degree angle, about 100 meters, and we all rally up. And they're like, you just fucking crashed, goddamn chopper. And I'm like, what? We just landed. It was a fucking auto-rotate. We lost the engine. You're lucky we didn't all fucking die. And I'm like, it wasn't really that big of a deal. It seemed like a regular landing to me, And people are getting all upset. People are the older guys are getting all vocal cords getting shaky, I almost fucking died kind of shit. And I'm like, what a bunch of fucking pussies. Fuck them. That was nothing. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. The older you get and the more shit you have to lose, the more you care about shit like that. And I'm just telling you from the old man perspective, looking back at when I was a young man with his perspective. Now, I probably would have fucking handled it differently if I had the same mindset that I have now back then. But I didn't. That was evil Popp days, and everyone was a fucking pussy if you couldn't do what I could do. Anyway, I hope you liked the stories, gentlemen. Have a good evening.